I'm prepared now to take this next step and delay building anything to give myself time to prepare some lumber. Basically, that's it? You're just gonna leave him be? Come on, guys. Kill it. Mango's got it now. Tango's following him. Morning, guys. It's a beautiful day on the farm, but it's a little bit chilly. I checked the thermostat. It's -8 right now. It's supposed to warm up a little bit. The cats are out. They're off hunting and doing their job on the farm. Today we'll be talking a little bit about how we're going to be developing the farm moving forward, and maybe some of the challenges that we're going to face, and of course how we're going to overcome them, and some of our plans. Fuzzy, are you coming out? How about you two? You got to stay in though. Mango, Tango, you guys got to stay in. Come here, bud. Dexter? You okay? How you doing? You keeping warm? I know, it's so cold, eh? Tango, what are you doing? What are you doing? Where'd you get this? Where'd you get this? This is your Mama Maggie. Oh no, that means I let Maggie out and I didn't notice that she didn't have her collar on, which means she doesn't have her air tag on. So she's just out and about and I can't track her. It's not good. I'll try to find her. Have you dogs seen Maggie? Olive, have you seen Maggie? How about you? Big girl, have you seen Maggie? Maggie! There she is. She wants to go in the chicken house. Maggie, come. Maggie, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, I got her. I just need to put this on. I don't think she likes when I put it on though. But it is what it is. It's too bad. Right, Maggie? I got it on. Maggie, you okay now? You okay? Dexter. Where you going, bud? There you are, Chunk. Good boy. You guys gonna catch me some mice? You promise? Remember, we have a contract, Chunk. Hey, buddy. Here, guys. Here. Get some of the poop. Well, you want to go in there? You're going to get whacked by the hens, buddy. Chunk. Elvis is out there. You're going to get whacked. Let's give a little bit to Red here. Here you go, buddy. Is that enough? You want more? God, I better get Chunk out of there. The hens are going nuts. You know, I think Chunk must be swatting the hens. Where is he? Oh, he's face to face with Elvis. Out of there. You're scaring all the hens, bud. Chunk? Molly, you okay? You okay? You okay? Dexter, are you hunting for me, buddy? So far, I got one egg. Just one egg. Okay, there's two more right here. How about you, hens? Did you give me any eggs today? Yes, one. But it's a tiny one. This is Big Red, everybody. Come on, Red, what are you doing? He's somewhat of a docile rooster. He's the guy that had the ugly butt. You know, the other hens were pecking on him. And what I did is I separated him in this empty coop. I gotcha. There's his butt. And look at the feathers. You see the feathers? They're all growing in. That's really good news. There's no more blood, and he seems to be doing really well. So that is good news. For anybody that's not familiar with the way the winter works up north here, when it's a beautiful sunny day like today, it usually means it's pretty cold. If it's like an overcast snowy day, it's not going to be that cold. Hello, rabbit. Whoa. Take it easy, bunny. Olive, you want to go see the bunnies? They're scared of you. Olive, they're scared of you. Don't chase them. Just approach them nicely, okay? Rabbits are doing okay, it seems. I just need to get my act together and figure out the boys from the girls so I don't end up with a problem. Maggie! Maggie, come to the barn! Got a job for you. Maggie? Come on over here. Maggie! Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you. Where are you going? You don't like my singing? Oh, you guys staying warm? Bubby! Hey, Billy! Billy! Take it easy. Olive, you think you're one of the pigs? Bubby, you want one? Bubby! Billy! Okay, I'm gonna put it in the bowl. Just let Olive pop in to say hi. All the poop is frozen anyway, so it's okay. Oh, good girl. Maggie, are you gonna hunt for me? Yeah. Whoa. Okay. While we don't have a lot of fruits and vegetables, my wife buys these packages of discounted apples at the grocery store, and it's only $1 Canadian for a pack of 6 apples. And they're apples that are almost on their way to go bad. That's why nobody's going to buy them, so they discount them. And I mean, it's the best that we can do for these pigs throughout the winter months. But I am hoping this coming 2023 is going to be an amazing harvest year, because all of our fruit trees should be giving fruits, especially those 5 antique apple trees, because they're biennial now, eh? So they just give a harvest every other year. And last year, we didn't have any. So 2023 is gonna be awesome. I gotta start thinking differently these days. Since I got my mind made up to buy a sawmill, this is a 3-point hitch receiver. This will allow me to put, you know, those little ball hitch things, so that way I can move things around with my tractor. Now some of you might think, why didn't you buy a sawmill from the beginning? And then all of these buildings that you built, you could have built with your own lumber. And while that is true, there are a few things that you need to know about milling your own lumber. Now, milling your own lumber sounds great, but it is an extraordinary amount of work. And of course, if you think about it, we bought our farm, we're start transforming it into a farm stay environment here, and I needed to start building some animal structures so we can get some animals, so that we can call ourselves a farm stay, so that we can start attracting some guests. Looks like one duck egg today. I'll take it. If you think about me having to go and harvest a tree, and yes, I will target trees that are already dying because there's plenty of them in our forest. You have to then limb the tree. Now, for anybody who doesn't know what felling and limbing means, felling means cutting the tree down. You know, when the lumberjacks go, timber, and it falls down. Limbing is when you cut off all the limbs. You obviously can't put a tree with all the limbs on it on your sawmill. It has to be just like a straight trunk so that you can get boards and dimensional lumber from it. But basically, now that we've developed the farm where we actually have a duck house, a goose house, a chicken house, a rabbit house, and we still have our antique barn where the pigs are, I feel like it's a good time to further develop the farm using our own lumber and buying myself a sawmill and getting it done that way. I really like my duck raising setup here. I have this protected run for them where the predators can't get them. The snow is too deep in the orchard for me to free range them. And then I have these heated water pucks in here, and the ducks make a mess and it's out here in the run. I don't keep any of the food or water inside, but the door is open. They can go in and out as they please. And it's a lot less messy, and it's very efficient for me to come out here when it's cold and just give them some fresh water. They already have this bulk feeder, so I don't have to feed them every day. I just fill that up like once a month. Very easy. That's why I'm always pumping up the tires of my system here, so that maybe somebody else who's raising ducks, they don't have to have a duck house like this and a run, but they can just follow some of the same concepts. Because I feel like I'm onto something here. Chunky! Chunky, let's go. Let's go, buddy. You gotta know the cat's personalities, and I can tell because Chunk, he's kind of following me a little bit, and that tells me that he's tired of being out in the snow. And you can see he just walks right in and he wants to go warm up. Ooh, I just forgot that I had that duck egg in my pocket and I was squatting over and bending. It's a good thing it didn't break. You know why? Because duck eggs have a harder shell than chicken eggs, so they're more durable. I'm just walking down to the chicken house to put this egg, and I can see Maggie over by the catio. She's waiting to get in. So you see what I mean? How the cats don't really like the snow. They'll come out and they want some fresh air, and maybe they'll have a poop somewhere, but then they're done. They want to go back in. I know that the cats have a job to do here on the farm, but you know what? I'm so soft on these cats. I love these cats. Make sure they always have good food, and if they miss a couple of mice here and there, it's really not the end of the world for me, because I love these cats too much. I don't want to pressure them, and if they want to go back in the catio, then so be it. One bucket of frozen pig poop. If I can limit it every day or every other day to one bucket, then it's not so much work. But it's nice here in the winter because it doesn't smell bad because it's all frozen solid. Dexter! Let's go, Dex. Come on, buddy. Dexter! Dexter! Let's go. Let's go. Don't let Chunk out. Hey, you already went in there. Chunk already wanted to go back in, so I let him in, and now he's trying to get out again. Now there's just Maggie out and about. So back to the logging thing again, and milling your own wood. Like I said earlier, once you're out in the forest, you get your tree down, you have to limb it, which means you take off all the branches, then you got to get it back to where your sawmill is. Now getting it back to where your sawmill is done by skidding. And you could skid either with an ATV, which we have a side-by-side, or you can use your tractor. I'm more than likely going to be using my tractor because it has the 3-point hitch and that can move up and down. But I don't particularly want to drag the log on the ground because then it gets eaten up by a lot of the soil, and the soil gets in the bark, and then when your blade goes through the soil, there's tiny grit and stones, and you dull your blade. The logistics of doing that, you know, it's like a lot of work just to get your logs to where you're going to be milling them. That's why I'm prepared now to take this next step and delay building anything to give myself time to prepare some lumber. If you look over here, this is where I'm going to be putting the mill, and I'm probably going to build some kind of a structure, you know, to cover everything, and that'll give me the advantage of working in the snow and the rain. I'll probably try to build it in such a way that I can also dry my lumber in here and maybe even split my firewood in here. That way none of the firewood rounds will get wet. I can stack them all up, getting ready to go for when I'm ready to split them. And that's all just in the name of efficiency, you know. As you guys have guessed, I don't know anything about farming. I'm from Toronto. I'm from the city. I've only been doing this for 2.5 years, and I've learned a lot, and I still have so much to learn, and I'm having a blast doing it. You can see now I've chopped these trees. There was 2 trees here. This one still has 1 trunk left. These are apple trees, and they're not giving any fruits, so I'm just going to save it one day for when I have a smoker. Applewood smoked bacon, anyone? This little area that I'm cleaning up right now is gonna be the basis of the future growth of the farm. All projects are gonna start here by producing the lumber. Rather than me spending my hard-earned money to purchase lumber, it'll be pretty fun to make it myself. And maybe it'll bring a different dynamic to the channel too. Anybody who doesn't know what a sawmill is or have seen it in action before, you'll get a chance as this further develops. Of course, I'll have to still purchase the thing, and I'll have to set it up. That's a huge endeavor. And then I'll have to learn how to use it. I've never used a sawmill before, so this is going to be very interesting and very fun. I hope you're willing to come along with me for the ride and enjoy some of this fresh new content that's going to happen here on the channel over the next year or so. I really do appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you on the next episode. But if you're still interested in continuing to watch, I have a really good video for all you new subscribers out there that pretty well summarizes all what we've done on this property during the first 2 years, okay? So click down below if you haven't seen that. Otherwise, thanks for watching.